let's move on to the next topic. Let's move on to the next topic. The next topic of today starts with a couple memes. Thanks to Charles' voicemail for reminding me that on Disney Plus for USA, only the USA, Harry and Meghan are royal romance, and another thing that is going around there is coming soon to Disney Plus. Disney has announced, that I have some issues with Disney, but this is too much. Has announced that the Lifetime film Harry and Meghan: A Royal Romance is going to be released on Disney Plus in the United States on Friday 13. That is a joke in itself. Released on Friday the 13th. I think I don't think well, there must be some kind of intern at Disney that made sure of this. Oh, maybe this Friday 13 is the right day to release this. Oh my God. Jeff Kiss. Kudos to you, nondescript intern at Disney. Harry and Meghan follows the fairy tale romance of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle from the moment they met after being set up by friends through their initial courtship when they. Oh my God, I cannot read this. And there's not one, but two. Two of them. Two of these productions. Harry and Meghan: A Royal Romance and Harry and Meghan Becoming Royal. I don't know if they're the same people, the same production or what, but I was looking through some of it and it looks cheap. I mean, cheap? Like you have no idea in some ways. And I don't know why I had to just like land on this screenshot. Why is there a horizontal mambo scene in the Harry and Meghan mockumentary? I don't know how to call this. How does this call itself? This is a film. This is a film. Oh, it's a so-called film. Oh my God, help me with this one. Why do I have to see? Yes, I will not be watching this. I just saw the production and everything looks so plastic. And I'm telling you, you need another level of, I don't know, words escape me to make Harry and Meghan look more plastic than they already are. That is an achievement in itself. Maybe they can be nominated for the Razzie Awards, which are the bizarro equivalent of the Oscars. Well, it's tomatoes. You cannot bleach your mind's eye. Yes, I think I will sit these ones out. I was going to watch them. There are some people that do that on YouTube, right? That they watch really bad movies and they post a review of these very bad movies. Maybe, just maybe. What do you think? What do you think? Should I do a review of this very bad movies? A video dedicated to that? I don't know if I have this stomach to this. I don't know if I have this stomach to this, but maybe I would do a live stream, and one of my live streams will do a chapter dedicated to one of this. And if you like it, then we can move on to the next one. Yes, this is terrible. But the topic that I wanted to talk about in the second chapter of today's show was this one. You know that so many people are talking about this. How to say that drugs, semaglutide, that make you lose hunger. That you are not hungry at all. I'm not going to be entering the details, but you know what we are talking about. That name, that word that we are looking at. That we're looking there. And talking about that, I think that we are being set up. So I'm not going to mention it directly, but I think this is a stop. You know that scene when the Predator movie, when the Predator realizes that he's being set up by Schwarzenegger and he says, oh my God, this is a trap, and then ultimately falls into a trap. Well, that's how I feel right now. I think that's a trap. But this is some insights taken out of context from an article. So let's talk about this. But those close to her, to Meghan, are concerned about Meghan herself. Something seriously wrong, says a source. She's obviously not taking care of herself, and looking scary skinny. Nutrition expert Dr. Fred Pescator, who doesn't treat her, estimates her weight. I don't care about numbers here. And loved ones are blaming her frail frame on her hectic schedule. What hectic schedule? What is Megan? We need some kind of agenda to understand why Megan's schedule is so hectic. I mean, screaming at the Archwell team, jumping into a private jet, coming down from a private jet, speaking some word salad, wardrobe change, speaking some more word salad, jumping into a seven vehicle motorcade, then speaking, oh, sorry, getting out of the motorcade as well, speaking some more word salad, uh, waving to the invisible crowds, that non existent crowds, jumping in the private jet again, going to a 3 day escapade to the islands, and then I don't know what. Okay, the hectic schedule that doesn't fool anybody. How many nannies do they have, by the way? Combined with money woos. Oh my God, the money. I don't I don't know what to think about this, but I will do my own research about those money woos for tomorrow. Promise and constant public scrutiny. Well, yes, I guess I'm a bit guilty of that constant public scrutiny. But to be fair, all I do is to read headlines from the mainstream media and read Twitter comments and post them here and create memes. That's all that I do. I do nothing else. And not only about Meghan, but the royals as well. As the source, Meghan is cracking under all the pressure and it shows. Oh my God, Meghan has struggled with body image before. And this is a serious thing, by the way. My 20s were brutal, a constant battle with myself judging my weight, the former actress has admitted. But this time is different, says the source. Loved ones fear this could be a sign she's relapsing into the serious depression that plagued her after her marriage. Blah, blah, blah. This is a real thing. This is something that happens for real. But the character that we are talking about. You know that we are talking about. Oh my God. I know there's a joke in here, Jody. She's certainly cracking, but not under any kind of pressure. But I'm sure there's a joke in there. It's just going over my head. Sorry. Oh, all right, all right. Be fair. She's busy spending a lot of time in car parks. Well, maybe. That sounds that sounds like a country music song. She's busy spending a lot of time in car parks. That would be a nice country lyric. Okay, so according to Taz, also have a separate opinion for this. The stage being set for divorce, maybe. Definite straight. Yes, and she's been setting the stage for a while. Divorce of the century coming. I wouldn't be surprised if she has secret recordings of Harry having tantrums. So it looks like he's violent. Taking cues from Amber Heard's playbook. Okay, she could also take cues from Jada's playbook as well. And Basewater Girl, I've had this affliction like Diana on my bingo card for months. Also had car chased by paps. Next will be there was three of us in this marriage, and who will be the third one? Nacho? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. You know, my thinking is very dangerous. You know that I only tweet and speak on my videos. Only like 10% of what crosses my mind. I need to be heavily filtered. I need a heavy filter to make sure I don't say something that will land me in trouble. I cannot afford that. And by the way, someone asked, why do Jada and Meghan have this huge vein on their forehead? And I'm just gonna say this from my studies in traditional Chinese medicine. The bulging forehead vein is the sign of someone who has overplayed their hand. They've accumulated way too much yang qi energy. or polarity or yang polarity by pushing to win at all costs. That's a very masculine polarity, including manipulation of anyone that comes close. That's a bit of a yin strategy. I will be talking more about this on my Twitter account, the Body Language Guy, and I will be making some videos about this. There's one video about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith that I will be focusing on this yin and yang energies. And yes, that is in my research. That is a sign of that. There's this pushing, this manipulation that I had to win against all odds. That produces that kind of manifestations. That has nothing to do with people if they with their amount of fat. Maybe it has to do with a bit of genetics, but it doesn't appear all the time. And why does it appear when people are smiling? Are they stressed or something? That is interesting as well. But JE